Welcome back. It's Rogers Oilers hockey on Sportsnet at Rexall Place, where Edmonton trying to make it 8 in a row. 8 is enough. Dick Van Patten would be happy to hear us discussing an old show from the I think late 70s, early 80s. These guys from, well, around that time too, I think.
I'm way too young for that.
Louie, Debrusk and Mark Spector. Yesterday, Peter Chiarelli making news acquiring Zack Kassian from Montreal for Ben Scrivens. Kassian has a history with the league and with the Oilers, and if he becomes an Oiler one day and is in that room, this is how Todd McLellan feels about welcoming him to the team.
The villains exist all over the place, and when they arrive and they're in your locker room, you have to find ways to put the past behind you and accept the individual for what he is and believe that he can help you.
And there's the individual that Todd McLellan was talking about. Mark, you take it from here.
Well, he talked about how the villain walks into the room. And that's the one issue with Zack Kassian is, listen, we all know what happened with the Sam Gagner incident several preseasons ago. He is not liked in there. Luke Zack told me this morning that he was public enemy number one at one point after he busted Sam Gagner's jaw. So not only is this a guy from a hated rival coming in your room, this is a guy, Lou, who disrespected your team and did some bad stuff and was personally disliked. He will walk in that room, and the Oilers all talked about how they're going to embrace him with open arms. You've been through one of these before, haven't you?
And I'll tell you what, you're kind of happy that you don't have to go up against that guy anymore. And I think of a guy like Sandy McCarthy in Calgary that I battled many times in the Battle of Alberta. And we went to Tampa Bay and we played together. And I remember when he walked in, I was so happy. I said, you know, I'm so happy that I don't have to go up against you anymore because I'm sick and tired of fighting you. And we had a really good relationship. It's amazing when you come to a new team, the arms open up and you welcome someone into your 20-man, 23-man group. Instantly, you're one of those guys.
When you look at Zack Kassian, he's one of those guys you love to have on your team, and we assume the Oilers will as well. You hate to play against him, but is it good to have this kind of character, if he cleans himself up, on your club?
Well, listen, absolutely. Here's what they need in this Edmonton Oilers team. They need it for a long time. Somebody everybody else hates, right? Edmonton never has Brad Marchand. They never have Alex Burrows. They never have Danny Carcillo. Edmonton's a happy team to play against. No one gets mad. No one leaves the rink. No one ever gets suspended for the Oilers by making a mistake. Edmonton needs some grit and some guys who walk the line and, hey, fall the wrong side of it once in a while, Lou.
And I think one of the things that's overlooked with Zack Kassian is the fact that this kid can score. He's got a heavy shot, and as you mentioned, he's a big physical guy. But what I like about him is that he does get the other team off their game. He is a guy that will agitate. You won't like him after the game's over, but then he'll pot a couple goals on you as well. And he can also play on the power play. So there's a total upside here for Edmonton. I don't see too much of a downside if it doesn't work out with Zack Kassian. I like the fact they're giving a guy a second chance. From my own personal experience, this is a good opportunity for him to step in and say, hey, listen, I want to continue my NHL career.
And if I may say so, it worked for you, and we hope it works for Zack as well. He turns his career around, but first turns his life around. Stay tuned. It's LA and Edmonton. Second period action on the way. Drew and Kevin with the call from the middle frame.